Okay, this is how to draw anime girl. Okay, so you see right here is the general round shape here. So we might want to drop that in like that, and of course you can see a little pointed chin here. So we can hit it like this. Okay, so her hair, the eyes are going to go right through here. And it's usually right in the middle of the vertical center of the head. And the hair is going to be up in here, go over eyes. The hoodie's going to go over like this. And then we got the hands here. We're going to just do it in general shape. And it'll probably go out like this. Her arms will probably go out like that. But we have the jacket, so we want to draw that. The neck is going to be very narrow, right here. And then she has a shirt here. Okay, so we see the hair is coming down here. It goes here, waves. Jacket here, the wrinkles in the jacket go this way. We don't want to spend too much time on that. We just want to plot things out here. We got a finger here, we got a finger here, we got a finger here. Okay. Okay, so we just kind of plot all these things out here. The hoodie comes out around here. Looks like it flares out like that. And the general shape is about right out here. And of course it's wrinkles and cloth, so it doesn't have to be exact, but right in here the eyes are going to drop in. Big eyes. The other one's going to be here, but it's hidden. Right down the middle you're going to have a nose. All that nose is just a little vertical line. Eyes huge. And we kind of have an arc here. You draw a little thicker line that indicates the eyeliner, and then we drop in the eyebrow. It's all one side, only one side, the other side's nothing. Okay, so now is this nose in the right place? No, it's not. This eye, even though it's a big eye, it might be too big. So let's bring that in a little bit. Uh-oh. I'm trying a new eraser. So, okay. So that's going to be shading somehow. So the nose and the eye and the nose, it creates an angle like this, so it's going to be a little bit lower. Okay, the mouth is a little curvature, so it's very minimalist. And the chin is going to drop right under here. It's almost alien looking. But, so you want to make sure that these angles, these lines are hit here. You look at the negative space here. Again, with the hair and clothes, it's not so critical because they could end up being anywhere, you know, when it falls and when it just lays out there. But the face, you want to make sure the negative space. So you're looking at the shape that you're drawing, and you look at the shape around it. Like you see this white around the eyeball. It's pretty even spaced. So we want to make sure that we fill that space here. Now the eye is really important. Now you see that highlight? You want to drop that in first, and don't draw on that space because that's going to stay black. Okay? Now there's a dark line around the eyeball. We're going to, and it fills up at the top. And the fill at that top is part shade. See? And it's going to come down. So it fills this pupil, and it becomes all one big black blob. Okay? And then it kind of goes around this highlight. And then that black line tapers thinner as it goes to the bottom of the eyeball. Okay, and then these lines, you can kind of just freelance it, but you can see the lines going, curving this way, and then curving this way right here. Okay, now this is a big dark hoodie. These lines, you drop those in, and I kind of just sketch it in. That's up to you, you know, but you kind of follow what you see there. And you see the hoodie kind of goes up in this direction. You see the face is getting narrower here, so I'm gonna do that. This is the hair back there, and the hair back here. Then the finger, you can see the finger is a big, long, elongated thing here. And you want to just follow where the shape is going. Look at the negative space. It's elongated and it's stylistic. Fingers taper, they're in joints. So it's just drawing it a lot. And it's not always easy, but some people can do it pretty easily. It takes work for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see the 5 fingers. This one obviously is thinner, so we want to keep that thin. I'm going to adjust it later. And when you do fingers, you want to keep a variety. The widths in here, you want to vary it so it doesn't get too monotonous. Even in a little thing like that, you want to keep that varied. But of course, if you're just copying something, you're kind of restrained to what you see here. So the hand is very, very elongated, thin, and delicate. And so you want to fill in with cross hatching. In between the fingers, and you try to make the crosshatch look like it continues from the other space here. And then you see these big creases coming through here. You can go like this with them. They'll be darker than maybe the other cross hatching. There's a sewing pattern or something here. And you see where it comes in. It comes into the hand about here, so I'm trying to mark that. It's always good practice to draft it the way it should be, even though it's hair, and I said it doesn't really always. It's not critical, but it's good to practice. And now you see this thing coming out. This hoodie, part of the hoodie comes out here, and it kind of flows with the hair. And so this all kind of fades out, and I'll cross hatch it. Cross hatching means the separate angle. I'm looking back at the eye, see if I'm capturing it. Maybe this needs to be a little bit bigger. There's a little bit more shade on this side. And so you can drop that in. There's a shadow underneath the neck. And so you kind of define it. And then you can drop that in. And then when it's really close to the neck, I try to make it darker right there. Make sure people know this is hair by drawing lines. You can get really artistic. So again, right here, as it gets closer to the neck, I make it darker. And make that neck jump out like that. There's some creases here, some design elements here. I don't try to get too detailed there because it's getting away from the face. And then you can draw creases like that, and you put cross hatches right in the creases like that. And that's basically it. And you just add more of this design elements here that are actually the creases, and I'll do things like that so you can kind of get free and creative with it. And the line qualities, you go dark and light like that, and the darks indicate shadows, and the light part of the lines indicate that there's sun or light source behind it. Okay, right here. Now we got to do this finger. Takes longer to do the fingers, so I'm gonna rush that part. But they always show the fingers converging at the end of the fingers, and so you get interesting shapes with the hand. And so right here, this gets darker, and we want to fill this in to let everybody know that that's a dark hoodie. And that's all. Put some creases in here, let them know that this is part of the hoodie as well. I think that's about it. You always want to look at the overall darks and lights. I think this face can come in more. And so there's going to be these tune-ups. You're going to have to tune up the face. That's the critical part. So right here, this jacket, it's hard to tell where the jacket ends and the hair begins here. So I'll darken this, but it's getting away from the face, so it's less important. And I think it's a little bit taller than I may have drawn it. So I might make some adjustments. You can go like this, take the lines or the drawings, and then create a highlight. Create a highlight along the contour, and it looks like the sun coming from the background. I'll try it here and see if that works. See? So there's a highlight right along that contour here. And you can do things like this, you know, and that'll make it look like there's a light coming from the background. You do a line pattern here, and then you could even cross hatch what's behind it, and then, you know, you're getting creative. So then you could also do some accenting here, and you could see that that was the artist's intent. Showed people that was your intent to create a highlight along here by even outlining the shade. And of course, you know, you want to take your time. I'm kind of rushing. And there you go, anime girl. Thank you.